Because rainfall is very less. The condition of the dams are very bad. The water deposit is depleting, and that's why the rampant load shedding all around. Right now also, we are running by from the power of DG set, no power. And the scientists, they are attributing it to the climate change. But have we ever drilled down what's the reason behind the climate change? Everyone knows superficially, but in the micro level, what's the reasons? We are not analyzing it properly. Because of the rampant deforestations, it's affecting the world wide. In the past years, 2022 and 2023, we have seen that there are many jungle fire in Amazon and also in Australia. The devastating fire that gripped a lot of area of the greeneries. Can you imagine that the first area which is covering the Amazon rainforest, it's treated as one of the important lungs for the earth, planet Earth. That also went on missing gradually. It has been reported also there are some vested interest out of it. It was not natural most of the cases. It was man-made fire. Yes. In case of Australia also, it was man-made fire. So what was the vested interest? Because there was the powerful soybean lobby in Brazil. They wanted to clean up some portions of the jungles and take all those land for grabbing their purpose so that they can cultivate well the soybean and soybean can earn them the money. So in this way, they are harming the nature. In Australia also might be the similar cases. They are also under the grip of the deforestations. And Zambia is blessed of the rainfall of the greeneries. It is not compared with the northern African countries where there are desert, Gobi desert, and there are dry and arid countries, but it is blessed by the gods. And in this blessed country also the rate at which the charcoal is produced, there is no alternate fuel for most of the cases, and people are interested in deforestations. Not only that, there are some cultures which we can control in our micro level, particularly the gardener. They have the tendency to cut the branches of the trees and also to sweep the dry leaves from the trees. It's okay, but what they do, after cutting those branches and after collecting those dry leaves, they assembles all those dry leaves just near the trunk of the tree. And in one fine evening, just like having the pleasure with their sensation that they are just burning the garbages. But what happens? They are setting fire on the garbages. They are setting fire on the dry leaves and the branches. But the fire propagates to grip the tree itself. In this way, a lot of trees are drying. In my tenure in Zambia, I have seen at least 10 big trees. They were killed in our ignorant practice, knowingly or unknowingly, by burning the dried leaves and the branches. If you think about the repercussions, a tree, it takes for growing up at least 25 to 30 years, and after being such that if you killing the tree, you are not only killing the tree, you are killing the lot of animals, lot of insects which takes shelter in those trees. It's giving a lot of oxygens. We understood the value of oxygens during the COVID-19 period when oxygen used to be sold in the black money with a high price, but even then a lot of people had died. And now freely we are getting oxygens and we are cutting the trees, we are killing the tree knowingly or unknowingly. These are all the effect in the micro level. And all this micro assembles, it can have the impact of creating havoc. Just after dinner today, outside the boundary of my residence, I observed some smoke is coming. Out of my curiosity, I went outside and saw that somebody set fire on the dried leaves, which was assembled purposefully on this nearby tree, but the other side of the boundary walls. The tree is inside the boundary, but other side is it. I don't know what ignorance has gripped their head. I called the security, asked him that who has set fire. He told politely, no boss, I didn't do. I don't know also. But I was burning in anger along with those flames, because the trees I planted here inside the boundaries are in the threat of getting killed because of those fire flames. I thought a moment and then came back in my residence, and I emptied out one of the 2 liter can, which I used to keep drinking water, and also I water the saplings and the trees. So in my own effort, I put the filled water and went there and tried to douse this water, but it has been taken already the momentum. It is propagating in a very fast way. And after putting the 2 buckets of water, I called the security. At least you can see what I am doing. If you don't do, don't worry. If you are not aware that who has set fire, if you cannot tell them that not to take fire, it's also okay. But see, at least understand what to do at this time. Then in his presence, I went 2 times to douse the fires. After putting 4 buckets, it was under control at that area. And in doing so, you cannot believe that I was in sandals. I was not properly equipped with the fireproof footgears, fireproof boots. But I tried my best in that situation. And I fall down while coming after emptying out those plastic cans. I found that I fall in the ditch, and there is some sprain in my toes. But even then, I didn't deterred. It didn't deter me. I was fully enthusiastic that at least in my capacity something should be done. And then I observed that because of that actions, keeping my examples, the security and his companion, one driver, they had followed the same suit. They tried their best with their bottles of water for drinking purpose, of which what they kept. They filled the bottle, they came along with me, and with our collective effort it was bit under control. But in this night time, the place was dangerous, and we were not equipped with the proper fireproof clothes. So in a controlled way, from a safe distance, we tried to control those fires. Fire was controlled, flame was not visible, but I am afraid that in the night, because of the wind blowing, some of the flames might propagate again. But the question to the people, common people, that what benefit they are going out of this setting fire unnecessarily? I would like to suggest that if they are so much interested in setting fire, no issue, they should collect all those branches, the dry branches and the dry foods, dry leaves, and they can prepare their foods. In India also, many people who are the pavement dwellers, they are living in this process. They are collecting the twigs, collecting the dry leaves, and they are preparing their food out of that. In such cases, they can utilize the heat produced from those dry leaves, and they can prepare their food in a proper way, Sima. There is no same in that case. In such cases, you are just saving the live tree, and in such cases you are just saving some sorts of the charcoals. Charcoals are also the product of the killed trees. In some controlled way of burning, it has been carbonized to make suitable for making food in the people's house. Anyway, the cleaning is okay, cleaning is well, but after cleaning, the dry leaves and the dry branches, if I keep near the tree on the trunk and burn it for my own pleasures and burn it with the thinking that I am clearing the garbages, it is not the clearing of the garbages, it is the killing of the trees. And thus, you are killing the hope, big hope. The big trees has their capacity to attract the clouds. They keep nature in the balance. They keep shelters, millions of birds and insects. And overall, they are the pillars of the ecosystem. Save trees, behave properly, not to burn anything nearby any tree. In this way, we can save this beautiful country from being destroyed day by day. What's your opinion? Don't hesitate to put it in the comment box. Thank you.